Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on so you can be notified when the next video comes out. Today we're going to be talking about if the market is going to be crashing in the next couple of weeks. I think we're going to see a very hard pullback in the next couple of weeks, but still have to wait for confirmation. One of the reasons that I'm saying that is because of what happened in the market on Friday, which caused the weekly chart to look like this. So if we zoom in even more, we'll see that this red candle right here, which was last week's action, completely covered or erased the entire previous 3 weeks of action. So everybody that's long the stock market or long S&P 500 over the last month right now is holding a loss. So there's a chance potentially that people can start to bail out and sell or make the market crash again. So here's what I'll be watching in the upcoming week to try to capitalize on a big move. First thing that I'm watching is S&P 500. So I already have all my levels on it, and these are the levels that I'll be watching in the next couple of days and couple of weeks. So let's say we look at a little bit of a big picture, look at the 5-day, 15-minute. Here are the levels to the downside that I'll be watching. So if I just zoom in here, you'll see next level to the downside, you have 45.85, and then under that is 45.69, and then 62, so on and so forth. So that's what I'll be watching to the downside. For the upside, you got 46.08, 46.30, 46.46, 46.52, and then potentially you got the gap fill of Friday. The next thing that I'm watching also is QQQ. If you zoom in here, you'll see that I made a low of 387 back in early November. So if it breaks this, it could potentially crash to the next level of 382. So that's definitely, I'm keeping an eye on that for tech stocks, 387.50 level and the 382.80 level for QQQ. Now some stocks on watch that I want to keep an eye on. If I do look to play Roku, I'm only going to look for the long side either above 241 with a stop loss somewhere under 240. I don't know where I would put the stop loss yet. Or I would look to short under 222. Next thing that I want to watch is AMD. So for AMD, we'll see here that on the weekly, it's been pushing. It's a little bit extended from its 50 SMA and about 23%. Hit an all-time high of 161, and then the previous week's high was about 158. And it held nicely here. However, if we look closely, we'll see here that it's been moving sideways since early November. So I'm going to look to capitalize here on a potential down move. Okay. Now here's the levels that I'll be watching on that. One of the biggest levels is going to be the 155.65 level. So since it's been moving sideways here, what I'm going to look to do is try to see if it can break one of those trend lines and the critical levels at the same time. So ideally under 153 or 152, I would look to short AMD, and then over 158 is where I would look to play the potential resistance break. So I'm create alert at 158 for AMD. Another stock that I want to keep on watch is Tesla. Tesla is going for $1,080 right now, and let's just reset and see how I would do levels on this. Here Tesla still has a gap up to fill. No telling when it could potentially fill it, but here is behind the scenes of how I like to draw my levels. And any close levels, I'll draw a zone. Sometimes I'll use open and closes as well. Okay. Another mini gap right there. Got the close. Boom, and just like that is the level. We go here. With this sideways action here, anything can happen. As you can see, this huge red candle and most of the candles here were inside this candle's range. So keep an eye out for 1062 level. That's going to be very important because that's when it also breaks the level. And then you also have the 1120 level. And from 1080 to 1120, it's kind of in a range here. You could draw more levels here, another level at 1105. So I would be careful here between 1100 and 1160. Ideally, I would look to short Tesla if it breaks 1060 to the downside. And even an early signal could be under 1080. However, keep that in mind that you'll be trading in the previous 2 days range. So those are the stocks that I'm watching for now. Tomorrow I'll go over a couple of other stocks that I'm watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you on the next video. Boom!